Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's SmartWithGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Brand new coffee this morning, courtesy of viewer Nathaniel Jackson. Now, before I do the big reveal here, we're using our Indiana Jones coffee mug that came courtesy of viewer Jamie Horn. Yeah, we're on a new coffee adventure with this one. Hang on, let me get a sip. That is wonderful. That is really, really delightful. As advertised, absolutely fantastic. Here it is, folks. This is really good. This is called Fabula. Look what he sent me right here. Look at that. Fabula Coffee. There's their logo right there, their character logo. And Nathaniel writes, "Hi, Mark. I sent you a gift. Fabula Coffee, K-Cups, medium roast. I hope you enjoy it. The website for this is," and then it's fabulacoffee.com. Now that's spelled FABULACOFFEE.com. Hang on, one more sip. Wow, that's really, really good. And this is a healthy coffee. Yeah, that's what this is. Well, he finishes up by saying, "Thank you, fellow wet shaving fan of your channel, Nate Jackson." Nate, Nathaniel, thank you very, very much. This is a delightful coffee. And as they write on their website, better coffee for a better you. Over 3,254 five-star reviews. Low acid, no tummy burn, mold-free, guaranteed. Clean, healthy, always. Low acid and easy on your stomach. It keeps your tummy happy. Single origin and certified organic. How about that? And again, look what he look how many. Wow, that is. Look at that. And they're all individually wrapped, medium roast. And it is a terrific, terrific coffee. And yeah, the low acid. And, there's a really great flavor there. There's no bite, easy on the stomach, mold-free. That's their whole approach here. A good, healthy coffee. Hang on, one more sip. Boy, that is really, really very, very good. So a big, big thank you to Nathaniel Jackson for sending along to the channel Fabula Coffee. Folks, we're linking them below because it is very, very tasty. It's delightful, and it's everything they say it is. Really, really terrific. So if you're looking for a healthier coffee, a healthy coffee, easy on the stomach, check out Fabula Coffee. Again, Nate, thank you very, very much. Okay, one more sip. Wow. That is that is wonderful. And as we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug, let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Yes, absolutely. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really, really do appreciate it. If you're listening to the podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those wonderful streaming platforms that are out there like Amazon Music and Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, that sort of thing. Boy, we've got a great show for you this morning. Really, really terrific. We got a great shaving tip and a follow-up to last week's shaving tip. We've got some great shave den visits. We have some reminders to share with you. We also have some terrific, terrific refill comments. Boy, we are just chock-filled or chock-full. I know the coffee was chock-full of nuts. Well, okay, there you go. We'll go with that. Chock-full of great new shaving gear to share with you. And my thanks to all the viewers who contributed to that segment this morning. Really, really terrific. And we also have some really, really terrific questions and comments. Oh, we also have something extra special from viewer Lee Meyer. It's a project he's been working on. It really is amazing. Stay tuned for that. Wow, we have got a great show for you. We're also going to talk about what's going on here on the top of my head here a little later on the show, too. I got a rash up there that I think came about due to doing a head shave. Not entirely sure. Could have been related to that head scrape I had a few weeks back that healed up. I'm not entirely sure. but I want to talk to you about what I use for treatment and what I came across that was very, very helpful in the way of healthcare services. So stay tuned for that because you might have this in your neighborhood as well. So yeah, wow, a great, great show for you this morning. So thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Hey, let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Gary, and the subject of his email reads, possible tip, glycerin pre-treatment may reduce or eliminate clogging the razor. And Gary writes, hi, Mr. Zarady. Tip, I thought of the idea from a recent video from Stephen Davidson. He rubs some glycerin on his face before shaving. I wondered how that might be as part of a pre-shave treatment. Still, this is inconclusive since I tried this only once, but wiping some glycerin on the face before doing a shave could reduce razor clogging. I tried wiping a bit of glycerin onto my face before making a face lather and then doing a 2.2 pass shave. Sure, wet lather too, but that does not always solve the clog problem. Excellent shave, no cuts or stings, and any clogging happening in the razor was easily rinsable. How about that, huh? Razor was an Edwin Jagger DE89 head, and blade was a Persona Comfort coated, now having done 8.5 uses with it. Wow, got 8.5 uses from that razor blade. My gosh, that's fantastic. And what a great shaving tip. Glycerin as a pre-shave treatment, but also to help unclog your razor. It'll be more easily rinsed out while you're shaving. That sounds wonderful. If anyone else has used this method before, using a little bit of glycerin on the face as a pre-shave treatment and also to unclog your razor, please comment below and let us know. And if anyone else is going to try this particular shaving tip, please report back with your results. That's really, really wonderful. So there you go from Gary. As he says here, I tried wiping a bit of glycerin onto my face before making a face lather and then doing a 2.2 pass shave. And he said, excellent shave, no cuts or stings, and any clogging happening in the razor was easily rinsed out. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. So Gary, thanks very much for sending along that shave tip. Really do appreciate it. And I believe Gary already has an original signed George sketch. Gary, if I'm wrong about that, please comment below and let us know, or send me an email and we'll correct that. But I think you already have a George sketch. However, we are going to give away that George sketch that Robert from American Vintage Soap Company very kindly forwarded to a viewer out there. Robert sent in a shaving tip and said, listen, give the sketch to somebody else. And I thought that was great, but I couldn't figure out a way to, a fair way to select someone. But Paul the Kiwi Shaver left the following comment. Mark, I tell you what, I will take the pain and anxiety-inducing issue from all shavers by taking receipt of your fantastic sketch. Just spreading the love. No problem, guys. Happy to help solve this issue by taking possession of it and proudly displaying it in my den. Much love from New Zealand. That's Paul the Kiwi Wet Shaver. Paul, I'm taking you up on that. So here it is, right here for you and only you. An original signed George sketch. And it says here, thanks for the shaving tip, Paul the Kiwi Shaver. And down here, courtesy of Robert of American Vintage Soap Company right there. So Paul, please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the viewer morning shaving tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Gary, thanks very, very much for a terrific shaving tip. And Paul the Kiwi Shaver, thanks very much for solving the problem of awarding this sketch. You got it. Thanks for asking for it. And thanks to everybody else out there for your understanding, because I couldn't figure out a way to to give it away. Paul solved the problem. Thanks again, gentlemen. Really do appreciate it. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup. Boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime. A classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat. A shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, we've got a couple of shave den visits for you this morning. First up, James Gazda, Jim from Northfield, and he writes, "Hey Mark, I struck again. I acquired this great lot of razors, soap, and a scuttle from an antique mall. The 4 razors on the bottom are a Fat Boy, a Gillette New, a Gillette Old Type, and a 1914 Ever Ready Single Edge. Those 4 only cost $12. That means the Fat Boy was only $3. The gold razor is a 1940s Gillette Milord. Now, I think I pronounced that correctly. It's spelled Milord, Gillette Milord. This is in its original case with a full blade bank. It is in beautiful condition. Last but not least is a vintage scuttle with a new old stock puck of Old Spice shave soap. Best of all, this whole lot only cost $70 and change. The Old Spice soap and the Fat Boy would normally cost more than that alone. The Milord would have cost even more. As always, right time, right place. Thanks, Jim from Northfield." Wow, Jim, that's amazing. Again, some great additions for your shave den. Thanks very much for sharing those with all the viewers out there. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Again, folks, Jim demonstrates many, many times here on the show. If you know what you're looking for, well, as he says right here, right time, right place, and a little bit of patience as well, and know what it is that you're looking at when you come across these items. Absolutely fantastic. Jim, thanks so much for sharing that with all the viewers this morning. Next up is something from David Lair. Now, last week, Bill and Connie Murphy very, very kindly sent along this custom Boom Lather shave bowl from Spot Prints. Right there. There's George Boom Lather. How about that? And a lot of viewers have these custom-made Spot Prints shave bowls. And David is sharing what he has in his shave den this morning. And he writes, "Hey, Mark, I wanted to show off the custom bowl Peter Despotis at Spot Prints made for me. The first picture is a brush and bowl I ordered from Peter earlier last year. It is just awesome. He set the brush with a beautiful G5C knot. I live and grew up in Indianapolis, within a few miles from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so the Indy 500 is a pretty big deal around these parts. My Instagram handle is Indy Shaver. I had reached out to Peter late last year about a custom Indy 500 bowl. We talked back and forth on the design. As you can see from the pictures and the video, he absolutely knocked it out of the park. From the checkered flag band to the amazing tire tread accents, my Indy Shaver Instagram name to the IMS logo on the bottom, just amazing. If you have a vision for a custom project, he can probably make it happen. The pattern he uses on the inside of the bowl will make even a mediocre soap explode. Boom, lather. Hope you enjoy. As always, thank you for all the great content. Shave on, dude. And that comes from David Lair. David, thank you very much for sharing that with all the viewers out there. Again, we're going to link Spot Prints below so you can talk to Peter himself and get that custom bowl and your vision for your shave den in the form of a shaving bowl. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, David, thanks so much for sharing those pictures and the video. Looks absolutely awesome. Really, really, that is really, really terrific. And Peter has a great talent for making these custom shave bowls, no doubt about it. And again, thanks to Bill and Connie Murphy. Really, it's a beautiful bowl, and it's kicked off a wonderful discussion of these terrific, terrific bowls from Spot Prints. So thanks again to David Laird and also to Jim from Northfield for sharing their latest acquisitions in their shave dens. Gentlemen, thanks again very, very much. Now, this is amazing, really, really amazing. We mentioned it in the opening of the show. This comes from viewer Lee Meyer. He emailed us, and here's what he wrote. Hi, Mark. I hope this finds you well. I've been tuning in each week to the Monday Morning Mailbag and really enjoying the show. Lee, thank you very, very much. Really do appreciate that. I want to let you know about a project I've been working on, a website called shavesplash.com, which is a tool for wet shavers to search for aftershaves and shave soaps by scent notes. The idea came to me when a friend asked for a recommendation for a splash to go along with his soap. I thought it would be a great resource for the community. Writing about all the aspects of the website and tool could be lengthy, so I made a short video explaining how it works. I was wondering if you would like to show it on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Absolutely. He continues here. I think you and the community might find it interesting. Thank you for all you do for the community, and I look forward to seeing you each week on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Warm regards, Lee Meyer. Again, folks, without further ado, we're going to show you this video. Check out what Lee has put together. This is awesome. Take it away, Lee.
Hi, Mark. This is Lee Meyer. Thanks for taking a moment to let me introduce a project I've been working on. It's a website called shavesplash.com. The idea came to me when a friend asked if I had any suggestions for an aftershave to go along with one of his soaps. And it dawned on me that it would be great if wet shavers could search for soaps and aftershaves by scent notes. So I started building this website as a resource for the community. The heart of the website is three tools: the aftershave finder, the soap finder, and the pairing tool, which can be found on top. If we click on the soap finder, what we have is an ability to search for soaps based on the scent notes here on the left or the suitability or inspiration on the right. As an example, if we were to click on geranium as a heart note and lavender as a top note, we'd get a couple of soaps. And if we click through on one of them, let's say this is Martin de Condré's Fougère, you get some information about the company, the scent, the base, and a listing of the top notes and the heart notes and base notes. We could then go through to the pairing tool and again search and look for an aftershave that matched that. So if we again on the right side put in the soaps and put in geranium and lavender, and then on the left side for the aftershaves put in the same, what you get is a matching of some possible aftershaves that might go with these soaps. And in this example, you could choose Brut and go through and again get some great information about the aftershave. Some other cool things on the site is if you wanted to, you could search the various brands, and here you could just click through on either aftershaves or shave soaps and learn a little bit about each brand. You can click through, see their various products, and then also go all the way through and again get all that great information. And the last thing worth mentioning is there are some articles here that I've written about soaps and aftershaves. And I've even done an interview with Will Carius, the owner of Barrister and Man, which I think readers might find interesting. In the middle is a listing of the latest items added to the database. And you can follow this on Instagram or on the bottom here by submitting your email and following Shavesplash through the email list. Anyway, the goal here was to create a tool which wet shavers would find helpful and hopefully fun. So I hope the community likes it, and thanks for letting me show it. And I look forward to seeing you each week on Monday Morning Mailbag.
Lee, that is absolutely spectacular. What a useful and wonderful tool for the wet shaving community. Myself, just a couple of weeks ago, I was getting ready to review a shave soap, and all I had was the shave soap, and I was trying to figure out which aftershave splash would complement it. And this is a tool I will absolutely use all the time when I come across that situation where I just have a shave soap and I want to pair it up with an aftershave splash that will complement that scent. This is wonderful. Folks, we're going to link it below. Again, the name of the website is shavesplash.com. That's www.shavesplash.com. Created by viewer Lee Meyer. Lee, this is wonderful. I don't know how you did that. That's absolutely amazing. When I saw the video for the first time, I was amazed. I was just wide-mouthed thinking, wow. And I know everybody out there would use this tool, will use this tool. Absolutely. This is fantastic. So thank you very, very much for sending this along to the Monday Morning Mailbag and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. This is really, really spectacular. And I know a lot of viewers out there, a lot of wet shavers out there are going to use this tool and website. It is absolutely wonderful. Lee, thank you again very, very much. Folks, we'll have a link below to shavesplash.com. Lee, thanks again very, very much. Well, here's your reminder that the channel now has AutoDub technology, courtesy of YouTube and Google. If you want to hear this program and videos on this channel in a language other than English, you can select Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Just hit that little gear in the lower right of the video screen and a menu will pop up and you can select any of those languages, Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. And this video and all the videos on this channel will be instantly translated on the fly in real time into those languages. So you'll hear this program translated into either Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French, whichever you would like to hear this program in. It's really, really amazing. AutoDub from YouTube and Google, available on our channel. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Well, this year's Maggard Meetup is just 12 days away. To recap, Maggard Razors is hosting their 8th annual wet shaving meetup on April 26, 2025 from 12 noon until 5 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street, Adrian, Michigan, 49221. Tickets are $35. We'll have a link below where you can visit the webpage, get all the information, and also get a ticket. Their confirmed vendors are Above the Tie, Ariana and Evans, Barrister and Mann, Blackland, Katie's Bubbles, Henri et Victoria, Shannon's Soaps, Sterling Soap Company, Through the Fire Fine Crafts, Timeless Razors, Holy Caw, Wolf Whiskers, and Zingari Man. So again, the Maggard Meetup is right around the corner, April 26th from 12 noon till 5 p.m. in Adrian, Michigan. Tickets are $35. We'll have a link below. I've got my ticket. I hope to see you there. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. Oh yeah, Fabula is fabulous. That is marvelous. Again, a big thank you to viewer Nathaniel Jackson for sending along Fabula Coffee. This is terrific. Nate, thank you very much. Again, as they say, better coffee for a better you. Low acid, no tummy burn, mold-free, guaranteed, clean, healthy, always. Yeah, boy, this is terrific. And boy, Nate sent a lot. Check that out. My gosh, and it is really a great tasting coffee. Just delightful. So, Nate, thank you again. Folks, we're going to link to Fabula. It is fabulous. It really is. So, giving them a try. This is a medium roast. Not too dark, not too light. It's just right. Yeah, right there on the label. Ah, man, really very good. So, we're going to set that over there. Make some room here with all the stuff we got going on. So, again, a big thank you to Nate Jackson for the Fabula coffee. And a big thank you to viewer Jamie Horn for the Indiana Jones coffee mug. We're on a new coffee adventure. Absolutely. Love that badge artwork. Yeah, that's really fantastic. How are you this morning? Everything okay in your world? I hope it's not too cold. I hope the weather's agreeable. I've got a, a couple of layers on because it's still cold here, believe it or not. And we're going to keep an eye on April 18th, as I've mentioned in the past, that we usually get snow around April 18th. Now, that's in 4 days. That's my late brother's birthday, my brother Jay, and we always have snow on or around April 18th. And a couple days before, a couple days after, something like that. So it looks like we might be on track for a cold one and some snow. We'll let you know in the next Monday morning mailbag. I'll be sure to shoot some video of it so that, as proof that it indeed happened. And we'll see what happens. Well, but usually every year on April 18th, we have snow. So we'll see. Maybe this year, Jay will give us all a break. Hang on 1 minute. One more sip. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Fabula coffee. Thanks again to Nate Jackson. Well, we got some great refill comments this morning. Let's kick things off with something from Steve M. 1563. Oh, this is regarding those wonderful spot prints bowls. And Steve writes, Peter does a great job on those bowls for sure. Obviously, with the George bowl, you can see firsthand. I have too and love them. Glad you enjoyed the rectangle review. Great show. Oh, yeah, Steve sent in a great review of the Blackland rectangle razor. Check that out from last week if you missed it. It was a fantastic review. So thanks again, Steve, for that. Yeah, and Bill and Connie Murphy very kindly sent in the Spot Prints George Boom Lather shaving bowl. And again, another viewer who just knows about these shaving bowls. Boy, quite the reputation preceding Spot Prints. A lot of wet shavers love the work that Peter does. So, hey, thanks very much for confirming that, Steve. Really do appreciate it. This comes from Mark Vernick, and he writes, Mark, love grabbing my cup of coffee and checking out the 3MB. Again, glad the Boom Lather song is being enjoyed. Yeah, a lot of viewers gave some great feedback. We love the Boom Lather song, Mark. Thank you very much for creating it and sending it into the channel. It's just a wonderful addition to the show. Jay Wright, RW30 writes, cool 3MB and that George Lather bowl, fantastic. Yeah, this is nice. I'm getting a review done on this because I don't know if you can see, they have some really nice raised area here on that flower pattern, and it really does create a great lather. It really is terrific. And again, the artwork on the back side, on the bottom, on the base, yeah, boy, and then the raised letters, Boom Lather, yeah, that really is fantastic. Yeah, so thanks very much, RJ. Oh, it's RJ Wright RW. Did I say JR? RJ Wright RW30. Thanks very much for that comment. Rod Sloan, 706. Oh, Rod from Melbourne. He says, Melbourne. Great 3MB again, Mark. Love it. And love that Shave Den jingle. See, yeah. A great addition to the show, the Boom Lather song. So reminiscent of some of the sounds from my childhood. The imagery, the memories it evokes from that time. Can almost smell that barbershop back in 1964 when I was a wee lad in Leongatha in South Gippsland. How did I do? Did I get that pronunciation correct? Comment below and let me know. Continuum number 2 ordered. Have a great week, Mark, and take care. Hey, that's wonderful to hear. Let us know how you like Continuum number 2 from Phoenix Shaving. Yeah, that was wonderful. We loved that scent. Check out the review. It ran, I think, a week or so ago, a week and a half ago. I think it was a week ago this past Friday. Yeah, really, really wonderful, wonderful scent. So thanks very much, Rod. Let us know how you enjoy it when it gets into your shave den. This comes from Bill Murphy. Great show, Mark. Glad you liked the George Bowl. Bill, thanks to you and Connie for sending this along to the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. I love this bowl. It's just a wonderful addition to the shave den, and it has introduced many, many viewers to spot prints. If not for the viewers, I don't think folks would know about all these great artisans out there. I certainly did not know about Peter and spot prints, so thank you very much for informing everyone. Great show, Mark. Glad you like the George Bowl. I'll bet if you contact Spot Prints, Peter can give you a price on a matching brush handle. That's a great idea. By the way, with the bowl I have from Spot Prints, I adjusted my lather formula and it works great for this bowl. I would highly recommend Spot Prints. Have a wonderful week. Bill, thank you again very, very much. And again, a lot of wet shavers know about Spot Prints, and a lot of wet shavers now know about Spot Prints. Thanks to Bill and Connie Murphy. Really, really do appreciate it. Chris Borob wrote in and said, great 3MB as always, Mark. I love my Blackland Batch 002. This is the Blackland rectangle razor that Steve reviewed for us last week. I will admit I bought it just because of the novelty and actually expected it to be an okay razor, but did not have high expectations of how it would perform. However, after using it for the first time, I was shocked at how well it worked for me. It certainly is an unusual shape. I usually do hold it by the sides like an old electric razor, but I've also shaved with it holding the side or the bottom. I actually think it is probably my favorite Blackland razor, preferring it even to the Blackbird with the regular or light plate, the Saber 2 and the Vector. How about that? Wow, that rectangle razor getting getting a lot of praise from Chris. He prefers it over the Blackbird with the regular or light plate, the Saber 2, and the Vector. How about that? Chris, thanks very much. Folks, we'll link it again below so you can check it out. Really is an unusual looking razor, but Chris likes it a lot. So check it out. It might be something you'd like to add to your shave den. Thanks again, Chris. The One Baba writes, the Bohemia Yankee is the only Yankee razor that I own. Figured I would get one from them about a year or so ago. Chose that one. Now, this is in regards to the review we did on the Bohemia razor, and we talked about it on the Monday Morning Mailbag. It's based on the it's an homage to the Bohin razor. If you missed that episode, check it out from last week, and also check out our review. Really a delightful razor. It has an adjusting base plate that you flip from one side to the other. So one side is mild, the other side is aggressive. Really a neat looking razor too. Actually, he continues here. It is a good razor and shaves very well. However, my base plate edges are sharp, and I actually cut myself with the base plate, not the blade. The only razor that I have ever had that happen. See, I can dull the sharp edge if I chose to, but I'm just careful with it. Well, you know what, Ababa, I pass along your comments to Grace Chen at Yankee, and we'll see what kind of response we get from them. Maybe they can help you out with that. But it's a wonderful razor. I have not had that happen with mine. I've had some really, really wonderful shaves with it, and I was shocked at how mild and efficient that number one plate is, even though it's a 0.95 millimeter blade gap. I was really amazed. I think it has something to do with that really ornate comb. At least that's my guess. And again, you can kind of play with the angle a little bit, smooth it out, and back off the efficiency and increase the efficiency just a little bit by just playing with that angle a little bit. And of course, the number two plate, which I think is 1.35 millimeter blade gap, which, for me is like, wow, that's really getting up there. Again, that was very, very good and smooth. much more efficient than the 0.95 blade gap, but still not overly aggressive that it was disagreeable to my skin. So I really enjoyed the shave with it, and I'm glad you have one. Folks, we'll link it again below. Check out the review and discussion from a week or so ago if you're interested in the Bohemia by Yankee. Really, really terrific. 316 solid stainless steel razor. Comes in at over 4 ounces, like 4.6 ounces. A lot of heft. Really a terrific, terrific razor. So thanks again for that, Baba. Really do appreciate it. And I hope to hear from Grace Chen. And maybe we can put the two of you together and come up with a solution. So thanks again for sharing your thoughts about the Bohemia razor from Yankee. Mully Shaves writes about the Bohemia razor. I just reviewed the Bohemia the other day. It really is a great razor. Yeah, I mentioned in my video to Grace that they need to mention the levels situation. Wouldn't hurt to make those numbers easier to see too. Yeah, this is in regards to how to adjust that plate. You know, which side of the plate do you know is the milder or the more aggressive? They don't have that instruction there. It was Heiko Shaves and Subi Shaves that we mentioned. They cracked the code. And Heiko Shaves had a really nice discussion about it on his channel. We'll link their channels again below so you can check out their reviews as well. And the way that works is, you know what? I'm going to get the razor. Hang on a minute. Okay, so here it is right here. And look at that. No, just a fantastic looking razor. That really is terrific. Now, here it is. It's a 3-piece razor. We'll show it to you again real quickly, but check out the review and our previous discussion. And here is the base plate. It's a post and hole configuration, but the posts are on the base plate on each side, on either side. Check that out, okay? See that there? And there are holes in the cap, and the threaded stud is in the center of the cap. Okay, so that's how it goes together. And you have side 2. That's side 2 right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to get it so that the light doesn't reflect too much. That's side 2, and then here is side 1. And I agree with you, Molly. The numbers could be a little clearer. Okay, that's side 1. Now, the way you adjust it is the side, the aggression level that you want faces up to the cap. So I've got side 1 here facing up to the cap. So side 1 is facing the cap. It's next to the blade. And that is side 1. And when you look at the bottom of the base plate right here, you can see that it's level 2 on the bottom. So you know that level 1 is pointing up towards the cap. That's the level of aggression. That's the milder side because the side 1 is pointing up towards the cap. So you know that's the aggression level that you're on. The side that points up towards the cap is the level of aggression. That's how it works. It's opposite of the Rockwell 6S and 6C, where the level of aggression is facing down on the bottom of the base plate. So when you look at the bottom of the base plate on a Rockwell 6S and it says 2, you know you're at level 2, even though 4 is on the opposite side facing the cap. With this one, the level that's facing the cap is your level of aggression. So side 1 faces the cap, it's the milder of the two settings. So that's how that works. And again, boy, this is an homage to the Bohin razor, and it's just terrific. It really is. So yeah, Mully, thanks very much for confirming how terrific the razor is. And thank you for your comments regarding the procedure on how to figure out which side is mild, which is aggressive. And I agree with you. Those numbers should be maybe etched in there a little deeper, a little clearer, so you can see them a little more clearly. I agree with you there. Thanks very much, Mully. And we'll link Mully's channel so you can check out his review. Thanks again to Mully all the way from Japan. We received this from BJ Thomas, 8606, and he writes, I'm losing it. Most of my free time is watching head shave and coffee videos. I want the Barkley Jordan look. Almost spent the dollars for the Braun 9 after it was alleged that's what The Rock uses on his head. I've really gone the other direction and am seriously looking at DE and SE razors. Just bought a brush and local made soap, and I get, to me, BBS with a cartridge. However, I'm going to use up the Harry's and things that I have left. Too many choices out there, and I'm over-researching. What is your suggestion for under $100? The lower the better, of course. This morning, I got a super smooth head shave with an assured Dollar Tree 3-blade cartridge. It will probably suck after the first shave, though. I really want to quit dumping razors and blades in the trash and save a lot of money. Can't get enough of that cold brew coffee buzz. Yeah, hey, great comment from you, BJ Thomas. Thanks very, very much. Great to hear that you're going to be trying a DE and SE razor. As far as my recommendations for razors for head shaves, here's my go-to right here, the Supply SE. This is an injector razor. You shave with this at a 15-degree angle. Really easy to find the angle. All you have to do is take that name of the razor right there on the face of that razor head there and just, lay that next to your skin, either if you're doing a face shave or a head shave, and you're on the perfect angle. This is wonderful. The Black Label blades are fantastic in this, and they last for a good long time. 6 to 8 shaves is what I think they say. And I love this razor for head shaves. I really, really do. This finned guard here, their nick stop technology, that really does work. They claim it reduces nicks and cuts by 75%. You know what? This has been wonderful. I like this razor a lot. Now, there are other razors out there that kind of fall into this price category. The Metaphor from Phoenix Shaving, that's marvelous. I love their Ascension twist adjustable razors. They have one that's about $50. That's fantastic. With the twist adjustability, when you snug it all the way up, you're at the mildest setting. You can then twist the handle a little bit and open up that blade gap and increase the efficiency a little bit. That's a really, really nice system. An Edwin Jagger DE89 is a nice mild razor. The Mula R89 absolutely is a marvelous mild razor for head shaves. Vikings Blade makes some wonderful adjustable razors that are great for head shaves. Just make sure to keep things on the mild side. Don't be tempted to increase that aggression level right off the bat. Keep it at level 1, level 2, something like that. And even with the Phoenix Shaving twist adjustable razors, keep that also at the lower end. Snug it up and maybe just open it up a little bit. And I think you'll get a good result. And again, the Supply SE I love this razor for head shaves. Really, this is my go-to, as a lot of viewers know. There are others out there that are really, really terrific for shaving the head. I think the Pearl L55 would be another good choice. That comes in at like $20. You could try that one too. That's a nice mild razor. But yeah, a lot of good choices, but get something that's mild. Oh, also, the Timeless Razor Bronze Razor. That has like a 0.38 millimeter blade gap. That is wonderfully mild, beautifully efficient, and I think that would fit the bill. And it's a lifetime razor as well. So those are just some suggestions, and let us know how your wet shaving, head shaving adventure goes. And please report back, and if you need any other information, please drop us a line, comment below, and I know a lot of the viewers out there will be more than happy to help you in selecting a razor, a good artisan shave soap, a splash, a balm, that sort of thing. So BJ Thomas, 8606, let us know how the head shaves with a DE or SE razor go for you, and I hope you found this information helpful. So thanks very much for commenting. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Viewer Beth Jones sent in this review comparing two razors. The original Henson version 1 razor and the newly redesigned Henson version 2 razor. Both razor models are the mild version. And she writes, for this review of the Henson Razor V1 and V2, I use the following: a green Henson mild razor V1, a copper Henson mild razor V2, sterling shave soap Lady in White, a feminine forward fragrance to die for, more on this later, aka Brushworks 26mm synthetic knot, Dorco Titan razor blade. Thank you, Mark. Well, we sent a few Dorco blades to Beth to try out. And here is her review of the Henson Mild Razor version 1. This was simply a wonderful shave. The Dorco Titan blades are sharp but very smooth. Reminds me of the Gillette Swede razor blades that are sadly no longer available. With regard to the Henson Mild V1, I experienced a very efficient, smooth, and close shave with little blade feel. I sustained one small nick, but I chalked that up to operator's error. One pass and a small touch-up, and I was done. Here's her review in comparison of the Henson Mild Razor version 2. Another excellent shave, slightly more blade feel and more aggression, but still a smooth, efficient, and comfortable shave. Like the Henson V1, one pass and a touch-up and I was done, but keep in mind that I am a lady wet shaver and a gentleman's wet shaving needs are more demanding and your experience will vary from mine. I am not sure if Henson has tweaked the blade gap and efficiency or if it is simply a result of the newly redesigned V2 razor head, but in my humble opinion, there seems to be a slight difference between the two razors in terms of blade feel and efficiency. Henson has said nothing about this on their website. In summary, what I like best about the Henson razor is this. It offers a simple but elegant design while delivering excellent shave results with no drama. Both the Henson V1, if you happen to have one, and the Henson V2 are excellent aluminum razors and will consistently deliver excellent results. Regardless of where you are in your wet shaving journey, from the beginner to the seasoned wet shaver or somewhere in between, the Henson razor would be an excellent addition to your shaving arsenal. As always, your mileage may vary. A note about Sterling's Lady in White shave soap. Sterling's Lady in White shave soap appeared on their product page for about a week back around February of this year. I immediately purchased the shave soap and 4 bars of the bath soap. It was available for 5 days, then it was taken down. I emailed Sterling and asked them if they would consider bringing it back because there are so few feminine forward fragrance shave soaps for women. Sterling has indicated they will bring it back later this year as a limited release. And here's the ingredient list that Beth included in the Lady in White shave soap. Beef tallow, stearic acid, distilled water, castor oil, potassium hydroxide, fragrance, glycerin, sweet almond oil, shea butter, coconut milk, lanolin, sodium hydroxide, and sodium lactate. Wow, sounds like a wonderful shave soap and a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, especially for lady wet shavers. And Beth, thank you very, very much for this comparison review between the two razors. Beth very kindly sent the channel this copper mild version 2 of the Henson razor. We reviewed this, more blade feel with version 2. I absolutely agree with Beth. There is more blade feel. It's a great razor. It's a smooth shave. But yes, I agree with Beth. There is a little more blade feel. But yeah, a terrific, terrific razor. And if you're considering getting a version 2 Henson razor and you already have the version 1, this is what you can expect. I think, I know Beth's review is absolutely spot on. More blade feel and a little more aggression with version 2. But the newly redesigned razor head, very, very good. Some great features there that we've talked about in the past. Improved lather channels. They blunted the corners on the base plate so they don't stick out as sharp edges. That sort of thing. So a big, big thank you to Beth Jones for a terrific review comparing the original Henson with the newly redesigned Henson razor. Thanks again, Beth. Terrific, terrific job. Folks, we'll have a link below to Henson Shaving where you can check out the newly redesigned Henson razor. Beth, thanks again for a terrific review. Really do appreciate it. Oh, one additional piece of information that Beth included. She writes, one bit of info I forgot to add is that with each shave, I used a brand new blade in order to keep all the variables as consistent as possible. Beth, thanks very much for clarifying that. Really do appreciate it. And again, thanks for a really, really terrific review. Really, really do appreciate that. Again, folks, we'll link Henson Shaving below so you can check out their razors. Beth, thanks again very, very much. Well, we have a new shave cream to share with you this week, and it came courtesy of viewer Beth Jones. Beth, thank you very, very much. This one is iconic. I think this is known throughout the wet shaving world, but it's my first experience with it. If you're not familiar with it, get ready. This scent is wonderful. From Castle Forbes, this is their 1445 shave cream. This is based on their world-renowned 1445 scent. Iconic scent from what I understand. The packaging is absolutely wonderful. I mean, Dads and Grads days are right around the corner. You could just take a bow and put that right on top there, and that would make an awesome gift for the wet shaver in your life. Let's take a look at the actual shave cream tub that's inside this packaging here. And I want to show you something else as a really, really nice, elegant, refined touch with how they present the shave cream here. Here it is right here, 1445 shaving cream right there. And it has this beautiful symbol here. It's a deer or an elk. I'm not entirely sure which, but all the way from Scotland. Really, really fantastic. Now check this out. When you open it up, they have this really neat little piece of tissue paper right there that covers the shaving cream contents. Look at that. Isn't that a nice touch? With the Castle Forbes name and logo right there. And when you peel this back, that's when you get a burst of the scent. It just is, this scent is marvelous. It really is. Let me just peel that back there. I want to do this on camera for the first time. I kind of peeled it back a little bit to kind of sneak a scent of it when we talked about this last week on Second Cup. So we're doing this for the very, very first time because I don't think you'll be able to put this back. And, oh, that's a marvelous scent. That really, really is. I'm just going to set this aside. Just a nice, really nice, elegant, refined touch. That is really, really nice. And it is oh yeah, that's a nice soft cream that stays together and is going to just, wow. Very, very slick between my my two fingers here, my finger and my thumb. Boy, that is nice. Man, is that slick. And you don't need a lot. Here's what they have to say about 1445 shaving cream. Shaving cream joins the trio of our celebrated 1445 scent, EDP and balm. 1445 marks the year that the Forbes clan chief was made the premier Lord of Scotland. Paraben-free with no added color, no animal products or testing on animals, our 1445 shaving cream is the perfect addition to our most famous range. Our original concentrated formula means that a whole tub will last for several months. Only a small amount of shaving cream is needed, with the generous addition of water, to produce a rich, creamy, yet extremely fine lather for a superbly close shave which protects and soothes. How about that? The scent is absolutely marvelous. It promises great performance. Again, we describe this as a top-tier shaving cream, all the way from Scotland. This is marvelous. My thanks to Beth Jones. We're going to get a review done on this. I am really looking forward to reviewing this. Again, from Castle Forbes, 1445 shaving cream. Renowned scent from what I understand, and now it's in a shaving cream. Wow, this is absolutely marvelous. A big, big thank you to Beth Jones for very kindly sending this one along to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers out there. We're going to get a review done on it. We'll link to the Castle Forbes website where you can check this one out, as well as all their other wet shaving products. Beth, thanks again very, very much. 1445 shaving cream from Castle Forbes. Viewer Bill Murphy sent in this review of Ariana Evans Woods and Spices. And Bill writes, Mark, I had a fantastic shave using Ariana Evans Woods and Spices shaving soap in the Ultima formula and the matching aftershave splash. The soap made a creamy, slick lather, and I did not use a pre-shave. The shave was smooth, close, and comfortable. I paired this up with Cremo Blue Cedar and Cypress Body and Phoenix Shaving Supreme Sandalwood Shampoo. Mark, the fragrance filled the shave den with the most wonderful scent that you could imagine. Here are the scent notes direct from the Ariane & Evans website. Clementine, Orange Blossom, Saffron, Elemi, Castoreum, Vanilla, Guaiac Wood, Sandalwood, Himalayan Cedar, Virginian Cedar, Arborwood, and Mahogany. The attached picture I also posted on Facebook on a few Shave of the Day pages. I highly recommend this soap and aftershave scent from Ariane & Evans. Mark, you have got to get this and review it. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Have a wonderful rest of the week and looking forward to the next Monday Morning Mailbag. That comes from Bill Murphy. Bill, thanks very much for the review. Peter Sharkalis of Ariane & Evans, I hope you're watching this because Peter and Ariane & Evans are going to be at the Maggard Meetup in 12 days. So Peter, you might want to bring along Woods and Spices in the Ultima formula, both the shave soap and the aftershave splash. I think you'll probably sell a lot of it. And I'm very curious about it myself. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. Bill, thanks again for a really, really fantastic review of Ariane & Evans Woods and Spices shaving soap and aftershave splash. We'll have links below. Viewer Tim Whitcup sent this along regarding a new beautiful brass razor that he has in his shave den. Hey Mark, I just got in this beautiful brass razor. It has some heft. It may be the heaviest razor I own. It's also the first brass razor I've bought. This razor gives a nice, smooth, effortless shave. 2 passes with no nicks or cuts. This feels like a high-end razor, but not the high-end price tag. I highly recommend it. Thanks, Tim. Tim is talking about the Goodfellas Smile Bayonetta Premium Double-Edged Safety Razor. 100% brass, handcrafted in Italy, delivers an ultra-smooth shave. How about that? And as they say here, this extraordinary razor combines elegance and precision in detail, entirely CNC machined in CW5 10L brass, uncoated, and with a sandblasted satin effect finish. Our CNC produced razors are made in compliance with the Uni EN ISO 22768 MK regulation. The entire razor is constructed of solid brass and is sandblasted for a satin, shiny finish. As with all uncoated brass items, a patina will form over time and surfaces will tend to darken. How about that? An absolutely gorgeous razor from Goodfellas Smile. We talked about their Red Evil shaving brush recently. We also have their Centesi razor here in the shave den. And here is a beautiful 100% solid brass razor from Goodfellas Smile, the Bayonetta Premium Double-Edged Safety Razor. Here are the specs on it. The material, uncoated and sandblasted, satin finished, brass, CNC machined. The blade gap is 0.65 millimeters. The exposure is positive 0.15 millimeters. The handle length is 87 millimeters or 3.43 inches. The handle diameter is 13 millimeters or 0.512 inches. The razor head has a width of 43 millimeters or 1.69 inches by 22.3 millimeters or 0.878 inches. The razor length is 95 millimeters or 3.74 inches, and it weighs 99 grams or 3.49 ounces. Wow, an absolutely beautiful looking Italian-made 100% CNC machine brass razor from the folks at Goodfellas Smile, the Bayonetta. Tim, thanks very much for the heads up on this one. Folks, we'll have a link below. Tim Whitcup also sent this heads up on a brand new aluminum safety razor that was just recently launched. This is the Rowen razor, and they can be found at their website, tryrowen.com. That's TRYROWEN.com. ROWEN.com. TryRowen.com. And it looks like an absolutely beautiful, beautiful razor. Here's what they have to say on their product page. A better way to shave. At Rowen, we believe that shaving should be simple, effective, and irritation-free without overpriced cartridges or plastic waste. Our precision-engineered single-blade razor is designed for effortless control, giving you a barber-quality shave at home without the hassle of multi-blade razors. Join the movement toward better shaves, better skin, and better design. Now, I happened to contact the folks at Rowen, and I heard back from the creator of this razor, Manuel Rappard, and he very kindly sent along this information. Rowen was created to make single-blade shaving more accessible, both in price and experience. A lot of safety razors can feel intimidating or overly technical, and I wanted to create something that felt simple, modern, and easy to pick up without sacrificing performance. This is just the beginning, and the goal is to build something that evolves with feedback from real people who know what a great shave feels like. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. And Manuel is very, very kindly and generously sending a razor to the channel, and we're going to have a chance to show it to you firsthand and get a review done on it. So stay tuned for that because it looks like an absolutely spectacular razor. We will link to their website where you can check it out, make a purchase of this razor. They also have a razor stand available for it. It sounds absolutely wonderful. And as they say here, the last razor you'll ever buy, the Rowen razor, it's $59. The Rowen single blade razor makes it easy to achieve a barber quality shave at home, designed to reduce skin irritation, razor burn, and ingrown hairs. It delivers a smooth, comfortable shave without plastic waste or overpriced cartridges. It includes one Rowen precision safety razor head, one ergonomically weighted handle, and 5 premium single blades. And it's made from aerospace grade aluminum. And again, a razor stand is also available. We'll link to their website where you can check it all out and get your very own Rowen razor. My thanks to Tim Wedcup from the heads up on this, and a big, big thank you to Manuel Rappard for very kindly sending along the additional information and sending the channel one of these razors. As soon as we get it, we're going to show it on the Monday Morning Mailbag. We'll also get a review done of it. The Rowen safety razor made in aerospace grade aluminum from the folks at Rowen. TryRowen.com. We'll have a link below. Well, we have a couple of new items from Aylsworth, courtesy of viewer David Dart. David, thank you very, very much. And this is going to be a little bit of participation with one of these items because I need everyone's input on this one. But what David very, very kindly sent to the channel, he sent along the Aylsworth Apex AL6063 razor. We talked about this on last week's Second Cup. Check it out. An absolutely beautiful, beautiful aluminum razor, CNC machine with that beautiful red base plate. How about that? Classic knurling on the handle. Really, really terrific. 0.70 millimeter blade gap. We've already had a shave with this and we have the review done. I just have to edit it and get it posted, that sort of thing. But the shave was really spectacular with this. Again, an aluminum safety razor with a beautiful, smooth delivery. Really, really terrific. And it came with 5 Astra stainless razor blades right there. Absolutely fantastic. And their big selling point on this is easy to find shaving angle and superior clamping of the base plate and cap. Meticulously designed to be easy to use yet highly effective, the Apex AL is our answer to the trade-off between closeness and comfort that most razors encounter. The result is a razor so smooth and comfortable that it will transform your shave into cherished daily ritual. That's our guarantee. Now here are the highlights. Safe and effective, no learning curve. Durable architectural grade aluminum. Unparalleled blade clamping and support. Money back guarantee. Lifetime warranty. And again, the material is AL6063. It's got a nice bead blast finish. and type 2 anodized, and it really is a beautiful, beautiful razor, and it delivered an absolutely spectacular smooth shave. No doubt about it. The Aylsworth Apex AL 6063. My thanks again to David Dart for very kindly and generously sending this one along to the channel. David, thank you very, very much. Now, David also sent along the Altare brush handle. This is another aluminum item from the folks at Aylsworth. Check this out. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Wow, check that out. We're going to affix our own knot in this. Now, let me just back up and share some of David's thoughts as he writes, Mark, I really love their brushes. I bought 3. My Apex AL has the gamer green base plate, and I really enjoy shaving with it. I look forward to your thoughts on both. And for all you do for the wet shaving community, you're very welcome. Have a great day. David, thank you very, very much. Very, very generous of you to send along this beautiful Altare brush handle from Aylsworth. And again, we're going to affix our own knot. Now, I contacted the folks at Aylsworth, and here's what they have to say about that. Hi, Mark. We don't sell standalone knots, but I'd recommend a 26 millimeter G5C or Pure Bliss from AP Shave Company. To set it in the handle, you can use clear silicone. Put a layer on the inner ledge around the hollow, right there. Drop a quarter on top, then put a blob of silicone on top and press the knot down into the handle. Let dry for 12 hours and you're good. All right, so I ordered both the G5C knot and the Pure Bliss knot. Now, according to the folks at Aylsworth, they're saying if you use the G5C knot, it's going to take 2 quarters. That is, put silicone around that inner rim there, drop a quarter, more silicone, drop another quarter, silicone, and then the G5C knot. With the Pure Bliss, it's just 1 quarter using that method. So I'm deciding which knot to use. I would appreciate your input. Should it be the G5C or should it be the Pure Bliss? If you have experience with both of those knots, please comment below, or either of them, please comment below and let me know what I should use with this. Now, they also recommended Gorilla Clear Silicone as an adhesive, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to get some of that. As soon as the knots arrive, I'll get some of that, and then maybe we'll talk about it in an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. When the knots arrive, we'll show you the handle and the knots and the Gorilla silicone glue, and then from there we'll go ahead and affix the knots, and then get a review done with both the razor and the brush together. We already have a review of the razor. I was going to wait until the knots arrive for the handle, but I decided that I was really excited to try this razor, and it really delivered a wonderful, wonderful shave. So again, a big thank you to David Dart for the Apex AL 6063 aluminum razor and the Altare brush handle that we're going to use either. We're going to use either a G5C knot or a Pure Bliss knot. Maybe we'll look at the votes below. Vote for one of those and let me know what their strengths and weaknesses are and that sort of thing. And I think that's probably what we're going to go with then, based on majority rule. Let's put it to you that way. So David Dart, thank you again very, very much for your kind and generous gift to the channel. Again, we'll get this review posted on the AL 6063 razor as soon as possible, and then we'll do some follow-up with brush knots and that sort of thing with the Altare handle. Both of these items from Aylsworth will have links below where you can check them both out. David, thank you again very, very much. Well, are you looking for a new razor blade for your shave den? Viewer Aaron Watson passes along a razor blade that he really likes quite a bit, and he sent some to the channel. Here they are, the Tiger Platinum razor blade. I don't think we've ever used these in the shave den before. We certainly haven't reviewed them that I can recall. And yeah, these are pretty darn good. Here's what Aaron writes. Hey, Mark, I hope all is well with you. Have you ever used or reviewed Tiger Platinum blades? I discovered these were made in the Czech Republic just like the Rex blades. The Tigers are about a quarter the price. I don't know if this is the same factory that makes the Rex, but how many razor blade factories in the Czech Republic can there be? These blades are double wrapped with no glue on them. There does appear to be some residue on the blade, but the inner wrapper is removed freely. After about a half dozen shave, I find these are great blades. How about that? These are available on Amazon, 100 of them for like $8. Here's what the customers have to say, a synopsis. Customers find these razor blades very sharp, with one mentioning they stay sharp for several days. They provide smooth shaves, and one customer notes they cut easily through coarse hair. Customers praise their quality and consider them good value for the money. Again, Tiger Platinum blades. Now, James Sefton acquired some of these blades, and he sent in his thoughts. And he writes, "Hey, Mark, just received the Tiger blades earlier today and tested them. And in my humble opinion, they are as good as the Persona Reds and maybe even a little smoother. For the price, you're not going to find a better deal." And that's from James Sefton. So James agrees with Aaron Watson that this is a great blade for the price. Made in the Czech Republic, a great, great price. $8 for 100 last time I checked on Amazon. We'll have a link below where you can check these out yourselves. I've had a shave with them. They're wonderful. They are really, really great. Sharp and smooth. We're going to get a review done on them and talk about them a little more in depth in the review. But check it out. Tiger Platinum Blades. We'll have a link to the Amazon page, Amazon product page below. A big, big thank you to Aaron Watson for very kindly sending these along to the channel. And thanks also to James Sefton for giving his views on this blade. Gentlemen, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. This comes from viewer Matt Panter. It's a follow-up to our discussion of Castle Forbes 1445 shaving cream. And Matt writes, "I heard you got Castle Forbes 1445. I have the lime Castle Forbes, and it's one of the best shaving creams I've ever used. It just smells like natural lime, and it's strong. It's not like Sterling's lime. It's just a single lime scent, and it's strong. Castle Forbes is that good, though. It's expensive, but doesn't disappoint." How about that? Yeah, really looking forward to having a shave with 1445. And again, big, big thank you to Beth Jones for sending this one along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. Matt also follows up with this. There's also a cream in a tube from Latoha that smells a little similar to the Castle Forbes 1445, but that's the only time I've ever encountered something similar to that 1445 smell. It's a good one. It's good to use a high-end Scottish product. And he also includes a photo of Latoha. This is the Latoha shave cream I have. It's in a metal tube, and it has some main scent note that's in the 1445. Yeah, possibly. I don't think it's identical, but yeah, it would be interesting to know if anyone else out there has this Latoha shave cream in the tube and also the 1445 and can give their thoughts on comparing the two. But I agree with you, Matt. Scottish shaving cream, nothing better. Really looking forward to the review. And folks, we'll have a link again to Castle Forbes' website where you can check out their lime shaving cream and all of their wet shaving products. Again, a big, big thank you to Beth Jones for very kindly sending along Castle Forbes 1445 shaving cream to the channel. Beth, thanks again very, very much. Folks, we'll have a link below. Also, a big thank you to Matt Panter for sending along his thoughts regarding Castle Forbes shaving creams. Matt, thanks again. Beth, thanks again. Folks, we'll have a link below. Viewer Al Spencer sent this along regarding the James Bond Gillette Slim razor that we were talking about in a recent Monday Morning Mailbag. And he writes, "Mark, Great discussion about the razor used in Goldfinger. By the way, 1964 is when Penny and I were married. Wow, 61 years. God bless you both. That's absolutely wonderful. Al continues here. You were wondering if anyone filming the movie would have paid attention to the date code on the razor James Bond used. And I can recall that in those days, nobody really paid attention to date codes. The attitude was, it's just a razor, a tool a guy needed. If you needed a new razor, you would just go to your local drugstore or mom and pop store. Every small store had a Gillette display. Note, no big box stores then. Actually, I never realized that there were date codes until I got back into wet shaving and began watching YouTube videos. Now I own a 1961 G4 that Razor Emporium rhodium plated for me. Who knows? I might have been shaving with a G4 back in those days and never knew it. Brings a lot of meaning to the "if I knew then what I know now" saying. Have a great week. The wife and I are getting ready to watch Goldfinger, another great Monday morning mailbag. Thank you, Al. Al, thank you very much for the comments on that. Really, really do appreciate that. Again, folks, if you missed our discussion, it was in the previous Monday morning mailbag, I think last week's Monday morning mailbag. Check out Goldfinger. Sean Connery as James Bond uses a Gillette Slim, but not as a razor. It's a razor. I think it has a homing device in there or something like that. I gotta watch it again too. I'm really excited to watch the movie again because it's a terrific James Bond movie, Goldfinger from 1964. And we were talking about whether the razor I have, which is a J3 from 1964, the quarter that the movie debuted in September, so that would be fourth quarter, September, October, November. No, that would be third quarter September. Yeah, so I got a J3. Yeah, so it would be October, November, December, the fourth quarter. So it would be September, July, August, September would be the third quarter, right? Did I get that right? I think so. Anyhow, the third quarter J3 Gillette Slim that I have from 1964, I like to think that that's the actual razor that Sean Connery used, but because of filming earlier in the year and that sort of thing, as Jim from Northfield pointed out, probably not. He probably used maybe an I version, maybe an I4 if they started filming in January. Who knows? But if you got an I or a J, something like that, maybe even an H from 1962, maybe, who knows, maybe he used an H. You'll probably be in the ballpark. But I like to think because I got a J3, which is the quarter and year that the movie debuted, that's kind of close to the razor that he uses in the film. But again, you know what? There's a lot of leeway there. So probably any Gillette Slim, an H, an I, or a J, will probably put you in the ballpark. Al, thanks again for the really, really great information regarding the Gillette Slim and James Bond. And again, happy anniversary to you and your wife, Penny. Wow, 61 years. God bless you. Viewer Tim Whitcup sent along his thoughts regarding safety razors, blade gaps, that sort of thing. And he writes, "It's really ironic that on Second Cup, you talked about blade gap and blade exposure. For some reason, I have been thinking about razors and how each one is different, yet the same. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of different razors worldwide. When you look at only the head of a razor, the differences are fractional. You have blade gap, blade exposure, rounded top cap, slim top cap, and different base plates. I'm amazed how they are made. You know how people do blind taste tests on different foods, drinks, and so on? I wonder if the average wet shaver could shave and know what razor he's shaving with, or would the difference be so slim they could tell? Just curious. Maybe I can do some research." Tim, this is a great idea for a video review. Do a blind test of razors. Now, you'd have to get somebody else in the shave den with you to actually select some of the razors from your collection, put on a blindfold, get a boom lather going, and then just by handling the razor and the feel of the razor head with the comparable blades, mind you, see if you could tell which razor it is that you're using. That would be an interesting video review. And please let us know what your research reveals regarding blade gaps and blade exposure and that sort of thing, because that really is a really neat technical discussion and kind of takes us down an altogether different kind of rabbit hole when it comes to the traditional wet shave and safety razors. So thanks again for that, Tim. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Abane Samad sent along this query regarding fragrance-free shave products. And he writes, "Hi Mark, I have a question for you and your viewers. My work has just instituted a fragrance-free policy including no flowers. I was wondering what shave products you and your viewers would recommend on days I have to go into the office. Warmest regards, Abby." Now, he also followed up and clarified what's going on. He writes, "Hi Mark, the exact policy at my work. People are authorized to use only fragrance-free or mildly scented products. I work in healthcare, so I completely understand. I just thought it might be an interesting topic in case other folks have similar workplace constraints. I certainly use much more fragrant products when I'm socializing and outside of work. To be perfectly honest, it does kill me to not use my favorite scented products every day. If I'm going to the office, I will typically use a Nivea aftershave, but I'm just curious what other people use or would recommend for soaps, splashes, and balms. Might be a good excuse to pick up even more shaving software at the Maggard's Meetup in April. Warmest regards, Abby." Abby, looking forward to seeing you at the Maggard Meetup, and probably a great place to ask some of the artisans there what they have in the way of slightly fragranced shave soaps and splashes. Absolutely. Nivea is a really good choice for being slightly fragranced. That kind of, I agree with you there. Also, Lucky Tiger, that's it. Lucky Tiger Bay Rum. That is a really slightly fragranced bay rum aftershave splash. No kidding. Mark Bagwell sent a bottle to the channel and we've used it. And you got to dump a lot of that on you in order to really bring out the scent. But, just splashing it on as you normally would, you get a little hint of the bay rum and you can go about your day. Definitely on the mild side regarding bay rum scented aftershave splash if you're looking for bay rum. That's the one I would recommend. But other than that, I'll leave it to the viewers. What say you folks? Any slightly scented or fragrance-free products out there that you could recommend to Abane when he goes into the office? Would love to hear all the answers and read all the answers and share them on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. So looking forward to that, Abby. I know the viewers are going to come up with some great suggestions. And again, as you say, a great excuse to pick up some new shaving software at the Maggard Meetup. Abby, thanks again very much. Folks, comment below. Let us know. Now, as promised, I want to talk a little bit about my the rash I have on my head. I don't know how this came about. I don't know if it happened because of that scrape that I had recently. I don't know if it came about because maybe a new balm or aftershave splash I used up there, and that had that gave me a reaction in some way. I don't know, but I had to get it treated. And I have this right here. This was prescribed to me, triamcinolone cream right here. Okay, so that's the prescription cream I'm using. But here's the thing that was really wonderful. CVS Minute Clinic. Usually in the past when I had to have, like a poison ivy or a sinus infection or something like that treated, I would go to an urgent care center. And I guess if you've ever been to those, you know the routine. You walk in, there's probably a dozen people ahead of you waiting to see a doctor, and then you have to sit down and tell them what's wrong with you, and then you sit in the waiting room, then they call you back and they give you some forms to fill out, and you go back and sit down, you fill out your forms, and you come back and you give them the forms, they put everything in the computer system, and then you go back and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and then finally the doctor calls you and, looks at you and then gets your prescription, and then you drive from the urgent care center to a a drugstore, a big box store, wherever you're going to have your prescription filled. With the CVS Minute Clinic, you do everything online to get ready for your appointment. You just create an account up there. You then schedule your appointment. You tell them what's wrong with you from a variety, a number of selections. In my case, it was, skin rash. And then you give them a little bit of background information. You give them your insurance information. You do all of that heavy lifting before you even set foot in the CVS Minute Clinic. And then you schedule your appointment. And once you do that, you get a reminder via email of when that appointment is. And then you go to the Minute Clinic and you open up your email and you say, I'm here. You click on I'm here in the email, and that alerts the nurse practitioner who is working there that you're there for your appointment and you have a specific time for your appointment. So there's no waiting. You just go there and they go, okay, come on in. And then they diagnose you and they give you a remedy and that sort of thing. In this case, this was this triamcinolone, I believe is how it's pronounced. And we're going to use this daily, and hopefully it'll knock out the rash. So hopefully when I get to the Maggard meetup, I won't have a rash up there. But it was an absolutely wonderful experience. And here's the great thing. After you're done talking to the nurse practitioner, now a nurse practitioner is right between a nurse and a doctor, probably more on the doctor side, to really be honest with you. After they give you your prescription and everything, you can have the prescription sent right to the CVS store that you're at. So all it is like, okay, you're done. You can go to the back of the store and get your prescription now. So you don't have to drive across town to get your prescription. Really, really a terrific, terrific system. So if you have a CVS in your area and you have a sinus infection or a rash or something else along those lines, check out CVS Minute Clinic. I am not affiliated with them. I'm not getting paid for this at all, but I just was really impressed by the system that they have set up. And the nurse practitioner that attended to me, Laura, really, really knowledgeable, very, very friendly, very, very professional. It turns out we have mutual friends and neighbors here in the Chardon area. So that was a nice bonus. I got to meet someone from the Chardon area who works at Minute Clinic and does a wonderful job. So a big, big thank you to Laura. So check it out. The next time you're feeling under the weather and you can't see your primary physician, give CVS Minute Clinic a look. We'll have a link below. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zarady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.